Action.
It's time now for us to welcome a very special guest. And I always like to refer to him as the one who made it. And we are very lucky to have him here today. He's an inspirational speaker all across the land. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jerry Reed.
Thank you very much. Hi everybody, I'm Jerry, and it's my pleasure to be here tonight. I see a lot of familiar looking faces in this room. I know it takes a lot of courage to be here, and that's not easy, so I'd like to give you all a big round of applause. Yes, that's right. Yes. I'm here today to share my experiences with you and tell you the story of how I grew from being, essentially, a scared little boy to the confident man that you see before you. It was a long time ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday. It was cold and dark. It was always cold.
It was always dark. Well, half the time anyway. The darkness, I mean. I'd stare into my coffee for hours, maybe minutes. It got cold. It was dark. Tasteless. Like my soul. Nobody understood me and my pain. We were like little lonely soldiers, together at Fort Misery. Oh, that's good, I should write that down later. People would look down on me and think I was a girl. An ugly girl, so I guess I had that. There was one though, a samurai. He would talk to me, giving advice that would get me through the day.
The wooden ones are safer, except for the splinters.
He wasn't wrong.
Emo!
The water was cold and kind of murky. At least I wasn't a ginger. My parents don't understand me. My mum tries to ignore it. She cried herself to sleep one night when she saw her eyeliner on my face. Dad didn't mind so much. He just assumed I was gay.
Hi, son. Dinner time.
I wish. They don't know me at all. He couldn't know what it was like to be me.
Jerry?
He's always telling me what to do.
Jerry, it's steak.
My life is so hard.
It's your favorite. I made it with extra lentils.
It's always...
Me and your mother know how much you love your lentils.
Leave me alone, Dad!
I should write some more poetry. I started looking in medical journals, desperate to find out what was wrong with me. Why did I feel so alone? I wasn't healthy, that much was obvious. But some of my symptoms had to explain the darkening cold. Why is life so hard? I went to a doctor, but he told me it was all in my head and that I was perfectly healthy. My mum eventually took me to a counsellor, and he gave me a piece of rope with some knots in it and told me to think about my pain as I undid the knots. I tried, but it turned into a noose. My mum didn't understand. She thought it was a lasso and sent me to cowboy camp. It was hot and sunny there. It didn't match my mood. Nothing made sense anymore. Even the samurai. I mean, what do you call that?
A fish.
Why are you holding a fish?
You're very tired.
I am.
I was.
I was.
But it was like they say, it's always darkest before the dawn. It also happens to be coldest before the dawn as well. I don't really know whether that's relevant or not, considering it's the middle of the day right now. But I'm reasonably certain the meaning isn't literal. But it was at that moment that it happened. I was open to a brand new world that sung to me both figuratively and literally. It was incredible. It had melody. It had beat. It was alive. I was alive. Finally, for the first time. Like a butterfly thing emerging from that other thing I don't know how to pronounce because I was cutting myself in bio class that day. Now and forever, I was becoming a man. No longer a non-gender specific boy misunderstood by the world around me and filled with pretend problems. No, now I was better. I was whole. I had seen the light and it was warm and loving with its warming love. I became...
A goth. Thank you. Thank you. Promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Excellent. Let's run on one more, straight into another.